So what's up everyone? Oddman 105, aka the Odd One here, and this is a short buying guide and walkthrough for the Hangar businesses from the Smuggler's Run DLC. Now, for my full tutorial video on managing all aspects of air freight cargo, including sourcing and selling, check the link in the description down below for my video, and I'll also post a link for that video right about here. Now, for the purposes of this video, we're going to do a full walkthrough of the Hangar, and we'll discuss what you need to get your business up and running, what you don't need, obviously, and why you should own a Hangar in the first place. So with that being said, let's begin. Now, you're probably asking yourself why you should purchase a Hangar in the first place. Well, the short answer is obvious. To begin any air freight cargo business, you must own a Hangar, okay? This includes sourcing and selling. And this week, the air freight cargo sell missions are paying 1.5 times cash in RP. They should be double cash in RP, but that's a rockstar logic and an angry rant for a different day. Now, let's be clear about something. Air freight cargo is not solo friendly, but it can be done solo, okay? It's just going to take you a long time, and the source missions will drive you insane. But it can be totally done solo if you have the patience. It's far easier and quicker if you have a crew, okay? But you can do air freight cargo solo. Now, the other reason to own a Hangar is because you can store your personal aircraft here in a Hangar, and understand that not all aircraft are going to be Pegasus vehicles, which means that in order to purchase and store them, you must own a Hangar. And besides that, where else can you guys store and purchase this awesome looking Dorito of an aircraft right here, the Ultralight, made with parachute canvas, PVC pipe, duct tape, and my favorite part, this 4-cylinder Honda Civic engine. Come on, where can you guys get this thing? But in all seriousness, the Ultralight is one of the coolest aircraft in Grand Theft Auto Online, especially in free mode, because you can go off the radar in this thing provided you spec it out properly. And with that being said, you can customize all of your aircraft here in the Hangar as long as you own a workshop, and we'll discuss that later in the video. The third reason, and this is also a very good reason to own a Hangar, is that because here at Fort Zancudo on the military base, this is where our Hangar is. Having a Hangar here will grant you full access to the base, okay? And you won't get stars. Now, obviously, if you're here blowing up everything and killing NPCs, then yes, you'll get wanted stars, but in general, you won't get stars by accessing the military base. So that's the third very important reason. And also, when you're on the base, you can quote-unquote borrow the tanks and the jets that are parked on the tarmac. So something else to keep in mind. So what I want to do now is discuss the buying guide, and we'll do a walkthrough of the Hangar. So let's head up to the office and get started. Okay, so the very first thing that you need to do is go to Maze Bank Foreclosure, and you want to sort by Hangars. Now, in general, there are only 2 locations on the entire map to purchase Hangars. That's going to be here, where we are at Fort Zancudo, or here at LSIA Airport. Now, in general, and I say this with every buying guide, it is never a good idea to purchase any property that's either too far south on the map or too far north on the map, anything north of the Alamo Sea here. It's going to make sourcing and sell missions very difficult, especially for solo players. So here it's kind of a no-brainer. If you only need a Hangar to store aircraft and you don't plan on actively managing any of your air freight cargo businesses, then you can purchase a Hangar down here at LSIA. These are the cheapest because they're far south on the map. And also, let me mention that all Hangars are 30% off this week, including their upgrades and modifications. So if you're looking to purchase a Hangar and get into the air freight cargo business, this is your week to do it. Now, the Hangars located at LSIA range in price from $840,000 to $1,067,500. Again, not recommended that you purchase a property this far south on the map. So let's say, for example, that you do plan on managing your air freight cargo businesses. Then it's a no-brainer. You want to purchase a property here at Fort Zancudo. Now, they range in price from $1,855,000 all the way up to $2,275,000. Now, This hangar right here, the one that I own, this is the cheapest of the 3 hangars at Fort Zancudo. This is the one that you want to buy, obviously, because I've purchased it. We don't have a price here. Okay, so for the purposes of this video, let's say that you want to purchase this hanger. So let's select it, and we'll select buy from. Okay, now hanger style. Let me start by stating that you don't need any of these extras to get your air freight cargo business up and running. However, I do highly recommend that you purchase the living quarters and the workshop, because the living quarters will allow you to spawn in your hangar whenever you return to GTA Online, and the workshop is required if you plan on customizing and outfitting any of your aircraft with weapons or countermeasures or anything of that nature. Okay, now as far as the other items, the hangar style, if you want to change your hangar style, you can. Lighting changes the lighting style for the hangar, and again, you don't need any of these extras. You've got floor graphics. By the time you put all of your aircraft out here, you won't notice anyway. Office furniture, you can go standard, traditional, or modern. This doesn't affect how you play the game in terms of managing your air freight cargo business. Again, you don't need any of these extras, but I highly recommend that you purchase the living quarters and the workshop. At a minimum, those two. Okay, obviously that'll raise the price, but in my opinion, these two are absolutely worth it. Okay, now let's get out of here. Okay, now let me turn around so I can stop looking at my back here. Okay, now let's go do a walkthrough of the hangar. Okay, now this is the office, and this is where all of your business will take place, through this terminal right here. Let's take a really quick look at it. Now, here's where you'll manage all aspects of your air freight business, from sourcing to selling. This is the overview. This tells you exactly how much of each category of contraband you have in your warehouse downstairs. Okay, you can source and sell from this terminal. Again, link in the description down below for that full tutorial if you guys are interested. Let's back out of here. But this office is where all the business takes place. Okay, let's step out. Up here are your living quarters. And because I'm a cheapskate, I went with the base model here. But here you can catch some shut-eye, and this is where you will spawn into the hangar whenever you spawn into Grand Theft Auto Online, provided you've set your hangar as your spawn location. And of course, you've got a swanky wardrobe over here where you can change your clothes. But these are your sleeping quarters. Okay, and obviously right here, this is the actual hangar area where your aircraft are stored. And depending on the size of aircraft that you have, that will determine how many aircraft you can store in this area. So I have several small aircraft here, so I can store quite a few. If you have some of the larger aircraft like the Alcanost, then that'll take up half of what you've got here, so it's something to keep in mind. This area here is the warehouse. This is where all of your sourced crates are stored, okay? You can store a maximum of 50 crates here in this area. Now, to customize a vehicle, all you have to do is get in the vehicle and you get the option to modify your aircraft. And of course, you've got all the standard customizations like armor, countermeasures, handling, all of the standard customizations for any vehicle can be done here at your aircraft workshop. So there's that. Let's exit.
Now, go have some fun with it.
Okay, right next to it is the actual physical workshop. This is where your mechanic works, but he normally stays up in his room upstairs. This is all cosmetic, by the way, so nothing really new here. You've got some excess storage rooms here, all of which are accessible. As a matter of fact, every place that you see a ladder here in the hangar is accessible, so I can climb all the way up into the rafters if I want. Okay, so up here on the second floor above the workshop, let's see, we have our mechanic's quarters. This is where he sleeps. As you can see, he's got a set of dumbbells here. And we can actually use this bed right here, although we have no reason to. But we can sleep in this bed if we want. Oh, hold it. Let's see what kind of magazines he's reading. Let's take a look here. Okay, so what is this? Live for TV. Alright. Ooh, check that out. Yep. We know what he does in his spare time. He's got some cigarettes, and a porn magazine. Good job. Good job, guy. Let me let you get back to doing whatever you're doing in here with that paint bucket over there in the corner. We hire some strange people here in Grand Theft Auto, don't we? Okay, this is additional storage. This is mostly cosmetic right here, nothing special. And guys, that's pretty much it for the buying guide and walkthrough of the hangar. Now, before we leave, one more thing. This helicopter right behind me is called the Super Polito Carbon, and you can get this helicopter absolutely for free if you own an agency property. Again, check the video linked in the description down below to learn how to get this chopper absolutely for free. And with that being said, guys, this video is a wrap. I've been OddMan105, aka the Odd One, and if you guys found this buying guide and walkthrough useful, then you know what to do. Smash that subscriber button, hit that bell icon, leave a like or two, and don't forget to check me out on Twitter at OddMan105. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next video. Please stay safe, and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there.